Right, here we go, week 17. So what did I lose? Well, it was only a pound this week, but, you know, as I've said before, a win is a win. Looking back on it though, my deficit last week wasn't great. It was 2,966, which is still great, you know, it's still good, but I'm normally in the 3,500 to 4,000, and I think that's reflected in the loss. But weirdly, if you've been following me, you'll see that I've had some weeks where I've thought I've not done well and I've lost 3 or 4 pounds. So I think that's just where I am at the moment. The important thing is not to get disheartened. As I said, it's 17 weeks. That means I've been at this for 4 months. I am definitely lighter than I was. I'm not quite hit the 3 stone, but I'm getting there nice and steadily. And I'm also had a couple of holidays on the way. I've got another one coming up, and then I've got Tokyo around the corner. So I've decided I'm going to hit it hard this week. So I've hit it hard this week. So I'll try to be a bit more inventive with what I cook, as in trying to have stuff that I want to eat, stuff that's exciting and still good in calories. I had one meal where I squeezed 2 courses, 3 items into 700 calories, which I'm quite pleased of. So pleased, I put a little quick thing up on TikTok. Cue snipper my TikTok. Also managed to squeeze in a steak. It was a nice rump steak, 10 ounce. With stir-fried oyster veg. That only came in at 5.11. You're probably looking at a picture now while I'm talking. And I also satisfied a junk food desire, which also made its way into another video, which I'll tag it onto the end of this just to pad the timing out a bit. So we'll talk about my deficits. The junk food meal came in at 548, which was pretty damn good, I thought. So, as you know, my limit is 1900, my target is I always aim for about 12, and to anyone who says that's light, you've got to consider that sometimes you don't weigh right, sometimes you lick a spoon, sometimes you pop something into your mouth you shouldn't have done, and realistically 1200 is probably more like 1400. You don't get too hung up on it either, because, you know, if you're hungry, you're not eating enough. It's that simple, you know, don't punish yourself. So with all the tweaks I've made this week, my deficit has come in at 4,211. So I'm going to carry on doing this, even though the follower count isn't really going up. Shame on you. No, but seriously. Have a look at me on social media. I'm on TikTok, Insta, Facebook, LinkedIn. You can usually find me by my name. And try to engage, you know, let's get talking, let's make this a conversation. I'm not trying to push a plan on anyone, I'm trying to push you to make your own plan. So I'll leave you with a video of how I got around the junk food, and hope to see you next week. Right, those of you that have watched my blogs before know that generally I like to cook nice, healthy, sensible meals from scratch. I also am a bit of a lover of katsu and junk food. Well, this is where tracking really comes in. I spent today really behaving myself, had some good healthy choices during the day, and I fancied a bit of junk tonight. So I knew that I had about anything from 600 to 800 calories to play with, so I popped down my local co-op and saw what I fancied. Weirdly, they had these Grow fake chicken nugget things, and I looked at the back and I thought, oh, 200 calories per portion, but I know that my rice kicks in at 240, my curry sauce kicks in at 60, and I'm feeling particularly greedy tonight, so I'm having the whole pack. That kicks in at 700 calories. It could just as easily be 5 and you have it over 2 nights, but because these were on an orange label and going out, I thought I'd treat myself. I also like to do my rice in a bit of a mould because I think it looks nicer, and half the point of eating is to enjoy it aesthetically as well as what it tastes like. Just look how many of these I got from the 700, you know, from the 700 calories all in. Extremely greedy, but I want to feel like I'm not on a diet tonight. Now I absolutely adore the katsu curry that comes in a block that you pick up in your Asian supermarkets. This one's called Golden. It's 60 calories for a fairly generous portion. But there you go. Non-chicken katsu. You can't tell me that looks like diet food. There's a fair bit of it, and I can't wait. Point I'm trying to get across is that, yeah, dieting can be boring, but sometimes you just want to enjoy what you're eating, which I'm going to tonight. So I had porridge for breakfast, I had some instant noodles for lunch, I'm having this for tea. My day's kicked in at 1400. As you know, my budget is 1900. Just won't have any snacks tonight, and I'm going to enjoy a nice filling dinner.